Exploding outrage at the Department of Veterans Affairs. A whistleblower now accusing the agency of delaying benefits for 34,000 combat veterans. Yes, the troops who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. So what's going on at the VA? Whistleblower Scott Davis joins us. Good evening, sir. And tell me, what happened?
Thank you for having me, Greta. Basically, what happened is that 34,000 men and women who served in Iraq and Afghanistan signed up to receive their health care benefits, but because of an intentional design flaw in the enrollment system and errors by VA staff, they lost their guaranteed 5-year eligibility for VA health care.
Right,
this is something that people...
Let me ask, what's the intentional flaw?
The intentional flaw is that VA is requiring these veterans to provide financial information to justify getting access to VA health care. But the law is very clear that combat veterans are not required to provide financial information because they have 5 years of guaranteed eligibility for VA health care once they leave the service.
All right, so what happened when you notified the VA of what was happening to these 34,000?
Well, they ignored it. The report went out to VA leadership, in particular one of the former senior executives, Lynn Harbin, back in April. Nothing took place. Now, most recently, since the media attention has escalated, I've been told that VA is, quote, going to look into it, but that isn't good enough, Greta. These systematic obstacles, what I call a modern-day poll tax, blocking veterans from getting benefits that they're entitled to, must be changed. And that's something that the president can work with Congress to address overnight.
I would just get an order, because we went on the website and it says returning service members benefits. That, of course, would be anybody who served in combat would be qualified. And what it says here on their website, combat veterans, while not required to disclose their income information, may do so to determine their eligibility for a higher priority status. And it goes on. So it says here that they don't have to. And so you're saying that the VA is now requiring them to do so. And so if they get sort of lost in the shuffle on this, they become ineligible for the benefits.
Exactly, Greta. What happens is, especially for 16,000 of these 34,000 veterans, they've already lost their 5 years of guaranteed eligibility. And that was something that was done by VA that VA had the ability to correct several years ago. Remember, in order for you to lose your 5 years of eligibility, your application had to sit for 5 years.
Well, I think if Donald Trump gets a hold of this, it's going to light him on fire. I mean, he's been talking about the VA in the last couple of days. If he hears this, it's going to light him on fire.
And I hope it does. I hope that Donald Trump asks a simple question: what are they doing to address issues at VA? Why are 238,000 veterans on the pending list deceased? Why are 34,000 brave men and women who fought for this country being denied access to their benefits? And here's a great question that I know Donald Trump will want to ask: why hasn't anyone been fired?
Well, it'll be interesting to find out. Scott, thank you. Whistleblowers are so important to so many people in this country, and I applaud you for stepping up. Thank you, sir.